All right, what's up, guys? So I'm starting a new section on this channel, Onelife Book Club. So I love to read. I love self-education. I cannot read enough. I try to average about 60 books per year. Business, fitness, entrepreneurship, people skills, negotiating, anything I can really find, biographies. So I kind of want to talk to you guys, do a video a week about book I just read, one of my favorite books, what I got out of it, what it meant to me, how it changed my life. And reading has been a game changer for me on so many different levels. So let's start. How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is my #1 favorite book. I absolutely love this book. I've read this book 50, maybe 100 times. I'm obsessed with this book. And the reason being is I believe people skills are everything. I believe that people skills are the most important thing. So like you've got sales, negotiating, all these different things, but just being able to be a decent human being and communicate with someone and just being empathetic, being sincere, I feel like it's the most valuable and most important thing. Being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes. And that's what this book kind of gets across. So it teaches you basic people skills, and it's a very old book. It's been republished many times. And it's so valuable today as it was when it was first written. So one of my favorite things out of this book is that don't criticize, condemn, or complain. And this is something I can proudly say that I don't do anymore. And it's because of this book. So I don't complain about things. I don't criticize other people. I just do me for me. And if someone wants to do their own thing, let them do that. I don't let someone else affect me. I don't let someone else's negativity affect me. I don't look to pull someone else down. And it's not thinking I'm bad or anything. I just choose to stick to my own lane and not worry about what anyone else is doing. And there's a saying, and I think it comes from that book. It's like, the only people who want to hear you complain is your mortician or your doctor. And when you think about that, like, what you think about is what you become. So if you're thinking positively, you're consuming positive content, your life gets a lot more positive. If you're watching the news, you're feeding into the media, you're reading negative stuff, you're talking negative stuff, it's very hard to have a positive life when you're consuming negative things. Another thing I got out of this book was talking in the terms of other people's interests. So a lot of us like it's all about me, I. And if you're having a conversation, you're trying to connect with someone, you're trying to build rapport, even with sales, talking other person's interest. So it comes up, someone's in a sailing. Now start asking questions, sincerely ask questions about the sailing. Ask questions, learn, generally be interested in that person and their interests. Don't just relate it back to you. Don't just talk about you. Sincerely take interest in other people's interests. And I know that seems very silly, but if you actually make a conscious effort of doing that, you'd be surprised on the relationships you build, the rapport you can build by doing so. This one is huge. Remembering people's names. Big part of this book is, if you're the type of person that says, I'm bad at remembering people's names. No, you're not bad at remembering names. You just don't give a crap. You're making zero effort. The way that I do it, rhyme or relate. Rhyme it. So James, Smames, Wames, whatever it is, rhyme it with something silly. Say like Wames. Why am I saying Wames? Oh, James. Or relate it to somebody that you know. Hey, I grew up with a James. There was a James in my 4th grade class. Hey, my sister's ex-husband name is James. Whatever it takes, but make that effort. Or get their name and put it in your phone discreetly. Stick in the notes and put a little description of that person. People who remember people's names, it's such a huge advantage in life. And it's so important, and it takes such little effort. There's a saying, a person's name is the most sweetest word in any language. If you take the time to remember someone's name, it will go so far. And if you think about, if you get a coffee from a coffee store and you go back for the 2nd time, they're like, hey, Brendan, you're like, wow, like it makes you feel special. Hey, that person actually took the time and effort to remember my name, and know you're more likely to go back to that store and you feel comfortable. And then just finally, like there's so much in this book, and I just want to touch on that, like the key points. I don't want to drag these out for too long. If I can get you to pick this book up and read it, that's the goal behind this. Avoiding arguments. And this book says nobody really wins an argument. And what I mean by that, if If you tell me the sky's green and I tell you the sky's blue and I prove you wrong, yeah, I may have won the argument, but I'm not doing either one of us any favors. So I've just made you look silly. I've made you feel dumb. I've made you look silly in front of everybody around us. So I may have won the argument, but I lost that rapport. I lost that friendship. You now resent me. You're not likely to buy from me, be a customer. You may not even be my friend anymore. So sometimes it's easier to just bite your tongue and like, oh, that's your opinion. This is my opinion, and just let it be. I mean, this isn't factual stuff. This is my own opinion and my interpretation, like from this book. So just summarize. It's like, remember people's names. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Talking in the interest of other people and not about yourself. And just avoiding arguments, because nobody really wins an argument. Yeah, you can prove someone wrong, but proving someone wrong doesn't really do any good for anybody. So stay tuned for next book. My recommendation. I've read so many books. I'm so excited to do these videos. I'm so excited to get you guys to read some new books. And if you've got a favorite book, I'd love to hear what it is. Put in the description, leave in the comment. Tell me your favorite book. Tell me what you love about it. And I'd love to read it, and I'd love to review it and put it on here. Thanks for watching, guys.